Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge, and certainly not when you're facing opponents like this. So I hope the players will approach this with real professionalism.
So it's down to business here. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. Could move up a gear here. Some front-footed pressing going on here. And now the breakaway. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And the pass is intercepted. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Panama have got it back, and they'll have another go.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's put paid to a promising move. And they can counter here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Couldn't squeeze it through. Calvo. Throw it. That's a lovely, neat pass. Out to the left it goes. There's the shot! It's there! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Convertido en el minuto 40, número 10.
Panama have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Showing good feet. Played out to the left flank.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Gets into some space. Oh, nice touch. And the first 45 minutes are up. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
It is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. Panama, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. So off we go once more.
Panama definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Can he spark a counter here? Played out towards the right wing. He's a sharp little ball here. Gets a good foot in there. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire. Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
This is a counter-attack chance for Panama.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Cleared away.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, what a mistake! Can he put it away? It's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Cambio en Costa Rica. Número 21.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Número 7.
Costa Rica grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Quality ball. Decent chance! And he's in on goal. And one more try! Oh, yes! It's there! And Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Costa Rica complete their comeback and we're done. Panama can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge, and certainly not when you're facing opponents like this.
Great hit! It's a loose ball. He can get that clear. A searching ball that into space, and that's too far for anyone. Calvo. Great defending, strong and determined. And he's chosen to go back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
And now the hit! Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Caught offside that time. No goals as yet. Oh, sweet feet. Stood up well to him there.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Almost half an hour in now. And he welcomes it in. Pinches it off him. Closing in on goal. Tries to get it clear. Chance here to counter. Gently done. Murillo.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Decent progress down the left. And it's lofted through here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
That just required a bit more...
Big chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Up towards the hour mark, and still no goals. Murillo engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de
Very few chances to
71.898.
talk of, Jim. Defences, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Nice physical challenge. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Cambio.
Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Costa Rica still have the cards to affect this game. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good pressure, determined, intense. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Costa Rica merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Gets his pass away. Threads one in.
Might want to be careful there.
Panama have a free kick.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 7. Entrará al campo. Número 21. Se está realizando
He's trying the
un cambio.
shot. That was travelling. Costa Rica will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. It's a sweet ball, that. Oh, shooting chance! And he's there to get it away.
Se agregarán
Well
3
seen,
minutos
saw
al
that
tiempo
coming.
That's
reglamentario.
great positioning, so good from him.
And the number on the board is 3. Played back in. So that's it. It is all over. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think